I'm assuming we're good to go now. So, hello, I am Mattmatt. This is Blade 2. Fantastic game. And I'm
E
joined
agora, vamos
with
ter aí a
a
run de
fantastic human.
Mattmatt,
His name is Tom
justamente aí
Forsyth, who
fazendo
is
o
the
Blade
developer on
2.
the Xbox
Boa
version of this
sorte,
game. So
categoria
introduce yourself.
University New Game Plus.
Hi, I'm Tom Forsyth. He, him. Yeah, 20 years ago, I worked on this Xbox version of Blade 2, and I'm looking forward to the run.
Yeah, some new strats as well he hasn't seen, so it's exciting. Oh, I always get Tom to join me because it's good to get a nice bit of history of the game as well as the actual speedrun, and it's been such a long time now that he pretty much knows.
Alguém aí conhece o personagem Blade?
So I've also got a help to actually explain.
Ou já viu algum filme do Blade?
Yeah, so time's gonna start when I skip
Não!
the first cutscene. So I'll give you a countdown.
Não, Floyd!
Oh,
Eita,
you will miss the
Lelê.
first few levels. He goes quick.
Yeah.
Também não, Alice.
Really, really quick. So 3, 2, 1, go. So what do I?
Bom, começou.
Turn around. I'm gonna come over to this box.
Bom, o Blade, ele é um vampiro, pra quem não sabe, e ele caça vampiros.
Very quick, straight away, just at the map, and we're gonna just jump straight to the end of the level.
Ai, meu Deus, Floyd!
A lot of this run is just going out of bounds and.
Bom, ele é um vampiro que caça vampiros, mas espera aí, como assim ele tá caçando alguém da própria espécie? Sim, ele caça alguém da própria espécie, mas por pura vingança. Bom, só que ele tem uma coisa que os vampiros não têm. Ele pode andar, né, durante o dia, no sol, que não vai acontecer bolufa nenhuma com ele. Agora, os outros não podem tomar um raiozinho sequer que morre tudo. Então, ele caça vampiros, então a função dele é essa. Eu sei, Floyd. Mas não precisa. Sim, eles ficam brilhando, exatamente. Agora temos aí o nosso primeiro Out of Bounds aí. Temos aí um Out of Bounds, que vocês acabaram de ver. Já esquipou a missão.
And the last few months were just fixing those bugs, stopping you falling out of the world. Obviously, we missed a few, and Mattmatt found them.
Yeah, although it is funny that these side jumping glitches you can't do on the NTSC Xbox version. It only works on PAL for some reason, but you can do it on both on PS2.
E, bom, quem faz o Blade, né, é o Wesley Snipes, né, ator bem conhecido, né, que fez o papel aí, né, justamente deste caçador. Também fez outros filmes aí que também marcaram aí a infância de muita gente, para quem assistiu os outros filmes que o Wesley Snipes apareceu.
The Xbox was a lot more powerful than the PS2, and so we got a lot more graphical fun to play with. So he's got proper shadows and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with what we managed to do with the.
Então, né, obviamente aí a imagem do personagem é a imagem do Wesley Snipes. Né, do ator que fez aí o personagem. Do Dennis Rodman. Interessante, Floyd.
Well, thank you.
Eu assistia muitos filmes do Denzel Washington também, quando eu era criança. Meu Deus do céu. Nunca mais vi filmes desse ator, do Denzel Washington. Tinha outro também que eu assistia bastante, que também nunca mais vi. Eu esqueci qual ator. Mas eu via muito nos anos 90.
People were going, moaning about how Quake had one guy on the screen at once. We wanted hordes, and we wanted you to really get that feeling of fighting like tens of vampires.
Charlie Chaplin. Não, Charlie Chaplin sim eu já vi. Mas eu falo de outro ator que eu esqueci qual era, de filme de ação. Ele é de filme de ação, eu esqueci qual que é o ator. Haja vampiro ali que ele desviou, hein?
Had a lot of hand-to-hand combat in the design, and it works quite well.
Olha quanto vampiro. Me! Ele vai usar uma bomba de ultravioleta. Essas granadas, essa granada que ele matou vários vampiros numa pancada, só lança uma luz ultravioleta e, pô, isso mata todos eles numa pancada só. Steven Seagal, sim, Obelisk. Nossa, eu via muito filme também do Steven Seagal. Nossa, verdade. Steven Seagal também vi muitos filmes dele. Nunca mais vi filmes do Steven. É que tem hora que dá um branco e eu esqueço dos nomes.
But the game casually, or even a glitchless run, would be extremely difficult to do. There's a couple of levels which are very hard to.
Bom, estamos agora num corredor aí, onde que o runner tá tendo que pular pra desviar dos vampiros. Virou instrutor na polícia? Eita! Interessante se ele fez esse tipo de coisa, o Steven.
And next up, we're going to do a pretty cool trick right at the start of this level. So you've been noticing me using this UV grenades a lot. Basically what it does, it wipes out rooms. And this next room here has a bunch of enemies.
Na verdade ele já era. Nossa, Floyd, que da hora. Não sabia disso sobre o Steven Seagal. Nossa, que da hora.
That allows me to jump over the railing and it should explode mid-air. And it will kill all the enemies in the room pretty much. So we throw it, we kick, we jump.
E agora, hora de lançar aí a granada de luz ultravioleta. Mais um.
Sometimes one of them won't actually die from the second one. It all depends if he tries to come towards you or not.
Bom, não são armas que tem apenas a arma que ele utiliza para matar os vampiros, mas como eu disse, né, ele tem essa granada de ultravioleta, tem outros tipos de armas que utilizam a luz ultravioleta para matar vampiros, mas também tem outras coisas que o Blade tem à sua disposição para atacar. Teve até um programa com os treinos dele, e ele era o professor do Aranha. Nossa! Interessante, Alice Floyd. Bom, ele simplesmente atravessou a parede, ele fez um clipe ali, né? Fez um pequeno off-bounce.
You're fucked because you can't actually beat it.
E já passou a missão.
It's literally impossible. If you only go into this level with that shotgun, you don't have a pistol, you can't blow those up, and you just soft lock.
Oh.
That's cause I saw someone streaming it a couple months ago, and they're wondering how you do it, and I'm like, yeah, you can't do that with just a shotgun. It will not work because the shotgun doesn't have a lock on. Like
interessante, Floyd.
Right.
You can't blow them up, and you can't get high enough to punch them, so you need a pistol. Which I feel like was a big oversight on your part, but
yeah, that seems like something we should have caught. Oops.
I mean, it took me
Bom, entramos numa sala e lá vem os vampiros mais uma vez atacar aí o nosso caçador.
So this level,
hora de usar a granada.
Casually is one of those levels I talked about, which is
já matou todos aí numa pancada só.
It used to be one of the hardest in the speedrun as well. Still kind of is, but we're gonna do the hardest glitch in the game.
Sim, o Anderson Silva, exatamente. O Floyd está falando do Aranha, para quem tá em dúvida, é o Anderson Silva, tá, gente? O lutador.
So that a helicopter can deliver you a canister of gas or something. And normally you have to run around, and I think there's a couple of generators you have to blow up to open the door and stuff. That takes way too long. So he's just going to jump through the door. There's the door.
É que quando fala aranha, a primeira coisa que a gente imagina, Homem-Aranha. Eita, Lele.
Might take a couple of goes.
And I still don't understand exactly why it works, but it does, so I'm just not going to complain.
Then ask me, I just wrote the code.
Bom, ele tá tentando fazer um clipe ali, conseguiu. Tá agora na área externa. Eu sabia que vocês iam pensar no Homem-Aranha. Mas é a primeira coisa que vem na nossa mente quando a gente vê a palavra aranha.
So you just get to pick up this canister. Now you're thinking, okay, I've got the canister. How does he get it back through the closed door? And the answer is, it doesn't matter, because we never thought you'd be able to get the canister, so the canister doesn't test for intersection through the door. So he just puts it in the door.
Yeah.
Now he has to get to the other side. But the canisters,
Bom, ele vai retornar
like,
agora pro helicóptero.
Because there's no collision detection between the canister and the door. Because why would there? You have to open the door before you get the
Não,
canister.
ele vai
You might
clipar.
not think this is fast, but it is.
Estamos em Hora of
Only doing
Baldes
this
de
level the
novo,
normal
gente.
way. One, this makes it a hell of a lot safer.
Nós estamos em Hora of
And two,
Baldes.
this saves about 2 minutes.
Olha onde que ele já foi parar.
Whoa.
It's an interesting place to come in. So now he's the other side of this door, and he can just reach in and.
E ele vai voltar ali pra porta.
It's a
So
brilliant cheat.
you need this canister to beat the level.
E ele vai pegar. Pronto, pegou.
And like Tom said, if you open this door the normal way, then
Olha esse skip absurdo que ele tá fazendo.
Tons of enemies again. So the way we would have to do this before was we would have to
não tem jogo 3D que não seja quebrado. Ai, ai, sempre acontece algum Hora of Baldes, um clipe, alguma coisa. Tipo. Eu acho impressionante quando acontece mesmo assim.
There's no enemies here, we can just have a little trot. 2 enemies will come out right here. Sometimes I can run past them, sometimes I can't. Let's see if I get...
Quem que ele treinou, Floyd, antes do Aranha? Do Anderson Silva.
Yeah, it's a good run. They're all just taking cover.
The Dragon? Nossa. É bom, mais uma missão cumprida. Lyoto Machida? Nossa.
But instead of doing that, I'm gonna jump in the darkness for about a minute. I thought the game crashed then.
E agora estamos no metrô? Porque sim. E mais um Hora of Baldes, pronto. Tá aí. De novo, nós estamos andando para fora do mapa. O runner tem que saber muito bem na hora de executar um Hora of Baldes para onde que ele está indo, para ele não acabar caindo. Dependendo do jogo, você pode cair num limbo eterno, ficar preso ali. E não tomar um soft lock também, né? Não só cair no limbo, mas também não ficar preso em um soft lock. Então você tem que saber se orientar muito bem por onde andar.
So literally to our right there's the train track and there's going to be trains going by. If you jump too far right here, you'll actually die out of bounds. It's happened to me before.
Bom, e ele tá andando na direção e pulando várias vezes. Ele tá dando mortais aí, que eu tô vendo que ele tá pulando. Que bom, Floyd. Opa, o cenário deu uma mudadinha ali, o fundo. E voltou a ficar escuro. Bom, só vemos aí o personagem pulando ali infinitamente no breu.
This reminds me, this is Blade, right? He's this black guy.
Interessante, Floyd. Opa, tô vendo o mapa, É uma caverna. Tô vendo uma caverna. E ele cumpriu a missão. Nossa. Ok. Já simplesmente terminou. O jeito de lutar lembra muito o Seagull. Nossa, interessante. Não sei quem é a pessoa da foto, infelizmente. Mas eu tá utilizando no lugar da câmera, porque os runners eles podem estar usando a câmera para se mostrarem, ou simplesmente, se não quiserem mostrar, eles podem colocar uma imagem estática no lugar. Temos a barra de vida de um personagem ali em cima.
This is the only level left that I want to be able to skip, but this level is tied to
Bom, ele tá dando alguns tiros ali.
So we don't know a way to skip it yet, and there probably never will be one, sadly.
But you'll notice these are beautifully lit sewers. These are the best lit sewers in the world. Because again, if you make it like cool and dark and dingy, you can't see what's going on.
Vampires hiding.
Bom, ele tem que evitar que o personagem morra, então é aqueles momentos que protegeram certo alguém.
This is another. We used to have lots of jumping puzzles here, and they were just really annoying because there'd be like you'd have to jump over gaps between the two sides of the cell.
Obrigado, Splinter, pela resposta aí de quem é a pessoa da imagem estática que eu não sabia.
And so we sort of removed them one by one because they weren't interesting gameplay. They were just like, oh, if you fail the jump, you have to crawl up.
Ele tinha o apelido de Latoturga? Nossa, Floyd. É possível.
And we just kept removing these annoying jumping puzzles. And finally, we removed one jumping puzzle, and it was about 2 weeks before the game had to ship. And someone said, so how many jumping puzzles have we got left in the game?
Ok, ele tá plantando explosivos, esse personagem com que ele tá andando.
No jumping puzzles. And someone said, yeah, there's one more jumping puzzle. It's in the tutorial where we teach you to jump.
I love that.
So
E ele tem que proteger ele para ele poder plantar mais explosivos.
So we teach you to do jumping puzzles and then there aren't any. It's brilliant.
Do you know what, Tom? I hate to burst your bubble. And it's actually sad that I figured this out.
Parece zumbi.
There is still jumping puzzles left. If you can think of the game,
Bom, matou.
try and think of where they are.
I think there's one that's optional. It's not. Can you die?
Well, it's optional in the run because I don't do it, but technically you wanted people to jump. It's coming up soon.
Huh, okay.
Bom, personagem tá tomando uns danos.
I'll point it out because I realized after a couple of months after you mentioned that, I realized that there is actually.
Bom, ele soltou a granada ali de
some form of jumping puzzle,
de luz.
which is unfortunate because I love that story, but
it's a great story. There you go. But yeah, we just kept taking them out because they weren't any fun. 3D platformer jumping puzzles are never fun. It's not a fun thing.
Yeah.
Leave that for Mario.
But you still left the jump button in, so thank you. Because if you didn't, I went too far. No. Yes, if you go too far away.
Bom, pegou mais munição ali, runner. Enquanto tá aguardando o personagem fazer ali o papel dele. Tem que ter paciência, né? Quando você tem essas coisas envolvendo NPC.
I'll just tell you what level it's in. So the level that I'm talking about is the one where you have to.
Sim, Floyd. Infelizmente, esses tipos de missão são chatos mesmo. Tem muito o que fazer.
You've got those gaps that you're meant to jump over, yeah, but you don't have to. You can just walk around them. But
ninguém gosta de ficar com a Ashley lá no Resident Evil 4. Ninguém gosta de ficar protegendo a Natália no.
I think they're easy as well.
No 007 GoldenEye. Entre outros jogos. Esses dois são mais exemplos. De personagem que ninguém quer ter que ser babá, mas tem que ser babá. Sim, exatamente, Floyd. Quando apareceu a chuva de inimigos, então lascou.
By actually doing it in a rhythm instead of just mashing the stick like most people do when they play this game.
Yeah, it is a sort of rhythm based.
Ninguém gosta de proteger o ADC nos MOBAs. O que é uma...
There'd be 8 vampires around you, and so they'd sort of go to the 8 directions on the stick, and like they seek there, right, to make it look cool.
Bom, mais uma granada aí de luz lançada.
Anyway, we're just gonna stand here. So we stand here.
Atirador. Obrigado, Floyd.
If we stand here, it stops at some enemies that are meant to spawn. So we just kind of stand here and wait.
If you'll notice, Blade does not look like Wesley Snipes. That's very deliberate. So
he does a bit.
Legally, he does not. We had the rights to, the name Blade 2 and a bunch of the assets, but we didn't have the rights to.
Para um jogo de Xbox, até que tá bem feito esse jogo. Tirando os bugs, um jogo até que tá bem feito, né? Para um Xbox.
Deliberately not look like Wesley Snipes. Had to look like Blade, but not like Wesley Snipes. This drove the artist.
Mas que é quebrado é, não, isso tem que admitir.
It doesn't look like Blade enough, and then they change it and send it away. No, it looks too much like Wesley Snipes. It was like months of back and forth with the publishers trying to get Blade to look. It was just ridiculous. Oh well. but yeah, and also you're staring at the back of his head.
Então, né, Floyd?
But in the cutscenes you can see his face, and yeah. So
I never watched
ridiculous. Yeah,
I should. I haven't watched all the cutscenes in this game in nearly 10 years. I should watch them all again. But I mean, the story in this game isn't anything, you know, crazy.
It functions. It's fine.
Yeah.
We had 18 months to do this game, from like, ooh, here's a new Xbox dev kit and a license.
Bom, mais uma vez ele tendo que aguardar ali o NPC, não tem muito o que fazer. Né, matou alguns inimigos para não deixar ele morrer. Ele pensar que ele já tá tomou um dano ali, já tá quase na metade da vida.
Ship the game the day the film released in cinemas, and they were really insistent on that. And so yeah, we had a very, you know, an ironclad deadline. We could not ship. So, you know, we had a lot of plans for different fun bits in the game.
Mais uma granada?
We didn't have time to do. So
yeah, so there is actually a prototype build of this game from a couple of months before the game released, I believe, on the Xbox, and it shows that there's a level that was cut.
Deixou um escapar, mas matou ainda. Caramba!
Something I can't remember exactly what the name.
Pelo visto é ali que ele tem que chegar agora com o NPC.
And it was cut. Tom doesn't remember it.
Pronto, passou a missão.
But yeah,
and that's probably why there is only sort of 1.5 bosses in this game. I'm sure each chapter was meant to have a boss at the end, but I guess it just didn't work.
Yeah.
We just went,
so,
well,
as usual, we're going to get back to the good stuff now, so we're just going to go out of bounds. Just run to the end.
E agora, mais Out of Bounds. Olha só o que ele fez para poder clipar ali. Incrível.
It is technically the same level, but it's not. You're in the same place and it's the same area, but it's not the same level. It's funny though, because if you go this way in City Sewers, you can find the gate that I'm about to go to, but it's just floating out of bounds. It doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Sadly, it doesn't do anything.
Ok, ele entrou em outra área. Dá pra ver algumas coisas ao fundo, mas ele tá indo numa certa direção que ele tem que, né, tem que se dirigir.
Sadly.
Opa! Tá se aproximando. E já passou a missão. Muito bom.
Just go out of bounds, run to the end. Done.
This level's quick as well, but it's not because I got out of bounds. It's just it's like a maze level, but I know where I'm going, and we just run to the end as quick as we can. And follow the rats.
Loads of people. You follow the rats.
Uns ratos.
Never got that because the place is exploding and you meant to get out, right?
Yeah.
And there's also a sort of dinosaur chasing you. I don't know why those dinosaurs.
Vampire dinosaur. I usually show it during marathon runs, so I'll probably turn around near the end and show it off.
Bom, Blade atacando mais vampiros e desviando aí dos outros.
Everyone was like, I don't know, how do I get out of this? What the hell? You follow the rats.
E haja rato nessa área.
Maybe we're a bit
the rats have got to be there for some reason.
You think? I guess we're a bit subtle with that. Oh well.
Yeah, so here. So this is the thing I was talking about. So here you meant to jump over this.
Oh, yeah.
Bom, mais uma vez pulando para desviar. Passou pelo fogo.
You're definitely not meant to be able to do.
No.
Mais uma vez pulando aí para evitar os vampiros.
How did that slip through? Oh well.
Just means I don't have to wait for the fire to go away. And the fire doesn't hit you. Fun. So that's why it's useful.
Opa! Deu pra ver o chão ali, onde.
There he is, little vampire dinosaur. I'm gonna run away.
Why is it a vampire dinosaur? I don't remember. I don't remember really.
Well, maybe it's not meant to be a dinosaur. It just looks like one. I've always called it a dinosaur.
It looks like a dinosaur. I don't know.
I know it's got a name. I think it tells you somewhere in the lore on the game. I don't know where, but I'm pretty sure it does have a name.
Bom, mais uma missão concluída.
I mean, it's the same reason that later we get vampires in spacesuits. Why? I don't know. Looks cool.
Looks cool. And they're not from space. Well, I don't think they are anyway.
I think this is my favorite level with all the geometry. There's some really nice... Look at the columns, the twisty columns. They're really cool. You could do with a bit more light, some bright colors.
Opa, ele deu uma enroscadinha ali na porta. Acontece.
It's very gothic.
Geometry in there. It's very gothic.
But again, we're gonna do some things sometimes to get to where we need to get out of bounds, and then we're gonna go out of bounds and jump to the end. So a lot of these levels in this game, I'm skipping over them, but a lot of them are quite difficult. Some of them are really hard, but some of them are
Haja vampiro. Bom, usou granada
There's one that's like just difficult.
pra matar vários.
But I'm just gonna skip it. I don't know why I always mess up this out of bounds. It's a very tight jump. I keep messing it up.
Vai usar de novo.
There we go.
Bom, e agora conseguiu fazer aí o clipe. Mais uma vez, Out of Bounds. Estão andando aí por debaixo do level.
And if you'll notice, he had the coat on earlier. Well, he doesn't have his coat on. Why? Because we're out of CPU time.
Mais uma vez, ele tem que saber se posicionar e por onde tem que andar. Olá, Bruno. Estamos passando aqui a Speedromizer, para quem está se perguntando. É um evento de jogos, né, que foram sorteados, né, que são aleatórios, que foram sorteados e suas categorias também, para os runners terem que correr. Mas para isso eles tiveram um tempinho para se preparar para poder fazer essa apresentação aí que estamos tendo. Basta digitar a exclamação Speedromizer para vocês terem acesso aí à agenda do evento. O evento vai até domingo e se inicia meio-dia ou até meio-dia e 15 aí, né? Basta vocês verem a agenda certinho para vocês saberem os horários.
I need to run because there is a bug here that can happen. If you die on the Xbox version specifically, if you die,
Ups, ele acabou tomando os tiros mais que enormes.
You lose all game audio.
Oh, that's right. That's such a weird bug.
Only on the Xbox it does that, so I would have to restart the console if it did it.
Clearly my fault then.
Yeah, it's Tom's fault. I don't know why it does. It's happened a bunch of times on PS2, but I've never lost the sound. So we're getting another tricky out of bounds here. Precise one. First try, nice.
Bom, mais uma vez entrando em Out of Bounds.
When you do that, you can clip into the top of the stairs and you'll get stuck.
Oh yeah, you have to
Which is
restart.
annoying.
Bom, Out of Bounds, para quem se pergunta o que é, né? Ou UB, Out of Bounds é quando você faz alguma coisa que faz com que você saia do mapa do jogo e você anda para fora desse mapa, né, da área pré-entendida que é onde você tem que passar pelo jogo para poder, né, zerar o jogo, né, fazer a fase, concluir a fase e tudo mais. Ao fazer um Out of Bounds, você esquipa praticamente uma fase ou até mesmo um mundo inteiro, dependendo da situação. E agora a granada de luz. Vai esperar juntar de novo para poder lançar outra. Pronto.
The same day the film did, if it would have sold better or like was better received. I don't know.
No, well, I mean it was, you know.
Can you say that it did sell well technically?
It sold fine for a movie tie-in. I mean,
I bought all the copies. It was all me.
We got some amazing advertising because
lá vem de novo a missão de proteger o NPC pela segunda vez.
You know, back then, games were sold physically, right? There wasn't any online.
E é claro, lá vem os vampiros.
And all the stores had this, top 10 games selling this week or whatever. And so that was all rubbish, right? That wasn't based on any charts or anything. That was based on how much money the publisher paid to the game store, right? And so Activision, who published this game, they had pre-booked the #1 slot for when this game was released. So they'd already bought the #1 slot for an Activision game, and it was intended for a different game.
Ele tá tentando fazer Out of Bounds.
But that game slipped, so they
conseguiu. Fez Out of Bounds. Mas só que o NPC fica pra trás. E ela tá tomando dano.
Blade 2. So we got like
Ok. Olha onde que ele foi parar.
4Blade 2 on all the UK stores.
E ela tá
and I
tomando
think all the
dano.
US stores as well.
Tá morrendo.
And you know what? When
Ela vai
you're
morrer.
number one, people look at you and it sold fine. It sold
E ele
better
passou a
than
fase.
Only boss fight in the entire game.
Oh yeah. This is the only boss fight.
Sim, muita gente
Do you know what?
acha bugs em qualquer jogo. É muito trabalho, esforço. Às vezes é por sem querer mesmo, pode acontecer você descobrir um bug, né? Tem gente que estuda até programação e tudo mais para poder descobrir essas coisas, para poder fazer speedrun, ou simplesmente para poder descobrir o que tem no jogo.
Because he's annoying, so I'm still gonna come over to this door and
E agora
do my blocks as usual.
tá enfrentando aí um boss? Haja vampiro.
Alright, so here's my new strat. So I'm gonna hit him and I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna take this really specific line, and I'm gonna hug this wall. And then by the time I get back to the door, he's ready to turn. So I'm just gonna turn around, wait for him to turn, and go. And I'm just gonna keep doing that, and I'm not gonna get hit.
Huh. Oh, so basically, stand at the door.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm doing here is, for whatever reason, if you're at this door, Vorpal will go straight back down where he is, and then him again. So now he's coming down.
Os vampiros tudo perseguindo ele.
And you got the exact timing to attack him again. Nice.
Yeah, it is still kind of risky-ish. Oh, see, I hit him too late. That's bad. If you hit him too late, he doesn't go back to charge and actually still does his attack.
Sabia que tem um anime do Blade? Eu não sabia que existia um anime do Blade. Eu tenho que assistir.
I'm taking a lot of damage. Surprisingly.
It does seem a bit more reliable than the other one, where you had to just constantly fight those guys at the door.
Yeah. I'll just do that. Come over, hit him, just keep doing it.
Yeah. It's working well.
Yeah, so as I was saying, so if you're by that door, he will go straight back down instead of moving around the room, and you can just keep.
Sim, entendo, Devil May Cry. Esse eu vi.
And just hit him.
Esse eu assisti, é muito bom. É muito bom esse anime do Devil May Cry.
From a casual perspective, this boss fight is extremely difficult. Obviously not because of the boss, but because of the vampires beating the shit out of you constantly while you're trying to fight him. Which is annoying.
And they constantly spawn even if you kill them, so there's just a lot of them. Yeah.
It's actually annoying. Nice motorbike.
Pronto, boss derrotado.
Because if you do, then what can happen is
não, ainda não foi derrotado, eu tô vendo um fiozinho de vida ainda.
One will spawn.
Ainda não morreu. Falta um fiozinho. Agora sim. Boss morreu.
It's really annoying.
There we go. Lovely.
Yeah, so that's just a lot safer way to do that.
That's been the common failure point of some of these runs, or not failure. You know, you got to redo it.
Yeah, it's especially on the Xbox for some reason, it's a lot more reset heavy. Don't know why. But it's very easy to die. I mean, I nearly died then doing that, but I think that's because I got hit by one of Vorpal's electric attacks as well. Now we've got the coat back. This is the last time you're actually going to see the coat, because once we do this,
bons pulos sendo feitos aí, vai desviando de mais inimigos.
And now we got the guys in the spacesuits.
Yeah. So we're going to shoot off this.
Haja vampiro.
I'm going to blow up all these enemies.
Mais granadas de luz.
I'm going to get up here and just do a jump backwards.
E lá vai ele fazer o Wall of Mount.
Okay.
Vai tentar de novo.
Hello.
Não conseguiu?
Okay.
Mais uma vez.
What?
Não foi.
I'm very
Também não.
Yeah.
Ainda não foi. Vamos lá que você consegue. Mattmatt, vamos lá. Opa, ele errou.
And that donation got the bonus run for Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion to
de novo, não conseguiu.
And that donation is from GameEye
Tá difícil ele clipar ali no chão. Ou não sei onde que ele quer clipar, mas ele quer clipar para fazer o Out of Bounds.
And also, they put towards the poll of Pet the Cat for Katana Zero.
I'm very confused. This is like, I'm gonna restart the level. I think
Não foi.
the rocks exploded in a weird way. And it's
Ele vai reiniciar a fase
actually
para tentar de novo.
That's so easy to do. I don't understand. You literally just jump sideways, and because this game being funky, if you like jump sideways while you're strafing in this game, in the Xbox version specifically, you jump backwards, and that allows you to just clip through. And no, it's not. I've never had a problem doing that. It must be because of the rocks. I don't know. Hopefully this time it will be fine. Very confused.
De novo usando aí a granada. Vamos ver se agora vai.
What is going on?
Não foi.
I literally did this before I started, and it's now just not working.
De novo, não conseguiu.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do the
Não foi.
backup if I can actually do it.
Ele vai tentar ali.
I don't even know if this works on this version.
Não conseguiu clipar.
Yeah.
Vai tentar do outro lado.
No, I don't even think the geometry is the same.
Não foi.
Because you'd walk into this gap and then
Vai tentar de novo.
jump through. Yeah, it's not the same. Huh.
Tá difícil fazer o clipe.
I'm gonna have to
Vai retornando de novo ali.
have to try and do it a different way.
Não conseguiu. De novo, não foi.
I mean, this isn't even precise too. You just line it up and do it. That's okay. Well,
Aê, agora foi.
same thing. Whatever.
Finalmente ele conseguiu entrar em Out of Bounds.
Oh well.
Opa, temos
It's a lot
visão do
easier to do
mapa.
on PS2 anyway, but you do the same thing on PS2, it's just done a little bit differently. But I don't know. That was very strange.
Pronto, ele retornou ao mapa, agora está em bounds.
I didn't even realize that was a hard jump. I guess
It's not. I'm confused. Whatever.
E já passou a missão.
Now we've got the hardest level in the speedrun technically, because it's just really annoying towards the end. If I mess this level up, I can lose like 5 minutes. Four
Look,
5
it's
minutes.
the prettiest level. It's one of the prettiest levels as well.
And it's got another one of Tom's favorites where we're going to put a canister on the other side of it.
Bom, hora de atacar aí mais vampiros agora na base da montanha.
Just gonna go out of bounds.
E ele já fez Out of Bounds rapidamente. Caramba! Esse? Nossa, foi muito rápido.
Usually I don't on PS2, but on Xbox I can get despawned really easily, so I'm just gonna. I want to make sure if you go too far left or right here, you'll just get stuck in a limbo.
E agora ele se posicionando para saber para onde que tem que ir. Já está executando os pulos.
I don't know where I am. Oh, I'm very far to the right.
Ok, temos imagens aí de novo do mapa.
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're not going out of bounds to the other level. We're going out of bounds to get to the point where you're meant to turn the power. That skips a bunch of stuff. And then we've got to get a canister. And then we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to put the canister in a spot, go back out of bounds and get it from the other side. Now, this one's more interesting because of the fact that in this level, there's like two of these.
É incrível como ele consegue quebrar o jogo. É incrível.
Doing it this way allows us to skip doing one of them. So when you blow up the first one, this electric fence.
E ainda consegue se orientar pelo mapa. Voltou, pronto. Entrou mais uma vez para dentro do mapa.
But we can actually,
electric fence.
Yeah. We can actually put the canister into the fence and get through it and pick it up from the other side. And that skips doing the first.
Bom, vai matando aí os vampiros.
We don't have to do that.
Ativou ali, ó.
Why did we put them in there? Oh well.
E lançou aí a granada de
Grenade only killed
luz.
4 of them. Didn't even kill the big guy. Nice.
So there's one of the doors, but ignore that.
Yeah, that is the one we're gonna.
Electricals.
That is the one we're gonna actually go through. But not yet. We need to get the canister first. I'm gonna kill these enemies because trying to carry the canister with enemies around is not a fun time.
Yeah, you
You can actually
can't
get stun locked.
attack people when you're carrying the canister, so you have to keep putting it down and beating them up and picking it up again. So here's the canister.
And you can get, if you get hit while you're carrying it, sometimes for whatever reason, I don't know what causes it.
Mais uma granada de luz. Vai carregando ali o objeto.
You get like hit into a stun lock and you can't do anything. Can't drop it, you can't move, you're just stuck, and then you have to just restart the level.
Oh, that's a silly bug. Oh well.
There's a vampire behind me. Should be fine.
Keep running, keep running.
So I'm just gonna place it in here.
I like the way the canister doesn't have a shadow. You do, but the canister doesn't.
I've never actually noticed.
Eita, o que era aquilo?
Also, your gun.
Parece vampiro espetado com monte de faca.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, so fun fact is,
Que bizarro.
Down, that electric field is meant to damage you, but while you're placing it down, you have like iframes, so it doesn't actually do any damage to you.
This is the
So we're gonna get on this.
Destruindo agora o computador. E aí ele vai fazer um Hora Balls, hein? Ele vai fazer Hora Balls de novo.
So what
Não
we're
foi.
doing is we're tricking the game into letting us land like on the platform underneath us, but then we actually end up on the other side of the railing, so we just kind of.
Não foi.
This one's actually quite difficult to do, especially on this version.
Mais uma vez.
Quite a precise jump.
Opa, não foi.
You have to have like a really specific
Acabou caindo.
angle, and you need to be right on the edge of this thing. But if you're too close to the edge, you're gonna fall off.
Não conseguimos.
And again, I did this in practice earlier, first try, and now I can't do it. How it goes. There we go. Let me just jump through the wall. So
Opa,
a lot of walls
agora
in this
foi.
game don't have collision the higher up they are, so you can just jump through them if you can get high enough.
To jump them.
I'm gonna line myself up here to get
So you can see
this
that
side.
that's the flickering stuff is the electric thing.
Bom, voltamos aí em Bounce. Ele vai simplesmente pegar o item. Pronto, com isso ele consegue passar pela porta.
Like a minute and a half, but this level is extremely annoying, even with this skip. So without it, it's even worse.
Mais uma vez, granada de luz.
And now this part's really RNG. So we've got to hope that these guys with these guns will take cover and just leave me alone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's not good. Because if you're on those stairs as well, you can't drop the canister.
Yes.
So you just got to hope that you don't
Bom,
get
acabou de tomar uns hits ali.
you can get up the stairs to then drop it if they
Pronto, já cumpriu a missão.
So we're getting somewhat close to the end. There's a couple more levels left. The estimate for this run is quite high. Usually I'd have it at like 50 minutes, so I'm probably going to finish a lot underestimate, even with the mistakes, because this was meant to be run by Zhao, but sadly he couldn't do it, so I'm doing it. I was the one who submitted this for him to learn it. He apparently has learnt it, but
Another backwards jump through the wall.
Oh yeah, we just jump backwards through the wall, out of bounds. Yeah, the estimate.
Bom, ele fez mais um Hora Bounce.
So I'm probably going to finish quite a ways under that.
Vê, não é faca não. O bicho é tudo ali pra. Que bizarro esse vampiro.
Just gonna spam 2 UV grenades.
Bom, lançou a granada.
All these enemies.
Mais uma.
Play New Game Plus, by the way, just because you can annihilate everything with the UV grenades. It makes the
Pronto, ele já passou a missão.
Difficult a lot easier as well. It's just for the speed.
Yeah.
Because any percent is literally just you only have a pistol the entire game. So it just adds a bit of variety, because in this game you unlock stuff based on points, and in this run, as you probably can gather, you don't get a lot of points because points is based on killing, and we don't really kill anything. So yeah, I'm pretty sure in the speedrun the only thing you unlock is like a glaive or something. You don't get much else because we don't get a lot of points.
Bom, mais vampiros aí
sendo
mortos.
Itself is like 30,000, so yeah, you're not getting that.
I think that unlock system was another part of that, like, oh, we got to get 30 hours of gameplay or something, yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you added it because it made the speedrun a bit more interesting.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Já pulou ali pra baixo.
Yeah, this level is probably the hardest in the game by far, 100%. But that's glitchless.
Yeah, and it's long as well.
Yeah. So I'll try my best to explain this level. So basically, it's meant to be an escort mission. We're meant to go
Já
to
fez?
to get
Caramba!
Dr. Grant, and then we basically bring it to this
Caramba, ele já
mission.
fez um Out of Bounds ali.
And
Caramba!
it's really, really long. It's a very long
Foi
level
muito
too. It's
rápido.
like 10 minutes. Yeah, but I'm just going to skip all that. And the way I skip it is beautiful. I love it so much. It's my favorite skip. And it took me so long to find that it's actually embarrassing. So there's this gate. No way through it. But I'm just gonna turn around, jump backwards through it. No problem.
Não! Simplesmente ele atravessou e já passou a missão.
I don't understand.
Nossa!
This game and missed. Just run to the end. There you go.
Ele virou de costas, simplesmente pulou e aí já ele passou pelo portão. Meu Deus, que coisa feia aquela linha. É o que aquilo? E haja vampiro.
And it was a beautiful day, honestly. I loved it so much. It was a great day.
So this is the final level, which we were like a month from ship and we did not have a final level. We just didn't. We had some geometry, this geometry.
Bom, ele tá acertando uns pontos específicos, né, que tem que atingir ali pra acertar um. Bom, eu não sei se isso é um boss, mas parece um boss. Nossa, olha quanto inimigo. Meu Deus. Nossa, ele tem um NPC ainda por cima. Tem NPC ainda por cima pra proteger.
Anyway, so fortunately,
meu Deus do céu, você vai deixar o NPC de mão?
Running around, and the idea is to distract all the vampires while Whistler.
I'm gonna do the distract in a second. Just have to get my health back first. Yeah. So I'm gonna just hold this guy.
Bom, ele tá distraindo os vampiros, né? Ao fazer essa movimentação.
I don't know if he's gonna get in my way now. I'm inside of him. That's cool. Okay, so we're just gonna stand there. I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm doing like a buffer right now, so I'm just letting all the enemies go. I don't want to turn around too quickly because I can actually get pushed out of bounds.
Agora ele tá simplesmente desse jeito aí na parede.
Yes, if I turn around,
bom, com um explosivo faltam dois ainda. E os vampiros estão tudo parados. Olha, os vampiros pararam. Gente, os vampiros pararam. Eles não estão fazendo nada. Eles simplesmente pararam.
And yes, this is pretty much the end of the game.
And that's the big fat king vampire or whatever in the bubble. And Whistler's just planting explosives by him.
Sério, mas que coisa gigante aquela e feia? Me pergunto. É a vampiro mãe?
The AI just gets very confused. If you play PS2, and I think it's PS2 NTSC, the enemies will actually try and still try and get you. They'll still try and run, and they'll just all pile up underneath you.
Bom, só falta mais uma bomba.
More amusing because they just stand there. I'm really surprised. There's so many tiny differences between every version of this game. It baffles me.
Não, os vampiros parados, simplesmente tudo parado ali sem fazer absolutamente nada. Isso tá sendo muito engraçado e interessante ao mesmo tempo.
I mean, it makes it more fun for me because I actually get excited to test versions as well.
That's true.
Do more playing.
Last explosive. Go on,
yeah, so time is coming up pretty soon. Just gotta get out, run up this what is it? It's like a cave.
Escape ramp. Oh, come on.
Bom, colocou os explosivos.
I'm just gonna wait a little bit for him to. I want him to go a bit further ahead because I don't want to be too quick. I've actually had it before when I was on PB pace, and I was standing at the end and I went a bit too quickly, so I didn't realize how long I'd been waiting for Whistler, and I just wasn't paying attention.
E agora os vampiros voltaram ao normal.
I took loads of damage. Just thought it was funny.
Ai,
But then the
meu
cutscene still
Deus.
played even though I died. But then it failed me anyway, so yeah. We're just gonna stand here, get ready on time. As soon as the cutscene triggers. Time. There we go.
GG.
It's Blade 2. It aggravates me so much that on the Xbox version, the music does not change for the credits. It's still the same one that was already playing. It really annoys me.
Ai, meu Deus do céu. Que jogo.
It's like when you're in quarantine. On the PS2 version, it plays God of
Meu Deus,
War,
que
on
jogo
this version,
quebrado.
it's a song that's
Que
just
jogo
not as sexy.
quebrado esse do Blade.
And your finish time was 48 minutes and 22 seconds. So that was
It's acceptable.
Quite
that
under
probably
your
could have been a
estimate.
PB if I didn't mess up that one level and couldn't clip through the wall. My PB for
that's
this
true, it
version
would've
is
been.
not very optimized at all, so I haven't spent much time with the Xbox version I have with PS2, so yeah, that was Blade 2. You probably would have already seen Tom's name in the credits. I forgot to point it out. I usually do, but I forgot.
That's right.
And yeah, this is literally the ending. Just look at these credits. There's no music playing because this version's
Aí tá ali o
poo.
morto ali, o seja lá que vampiro que seja lá que é, não sei o que é, mas é um vampiro.
Thanks again, Tom, for joining
Só sei
me.
que é um vampiro, mas que tipo de coisa eu não sei.
I'm not sure what's next. Oh, I don't have the schedule open. Yeah, I'm not sure what's next, but
what's up next is Conquest of the Longbow, The Legend of Robin Hood, any percent version 1.1 on MS-DOS by Ludwig von Koopa.
Good luck to the next runner and the rest of the runners. This is the second time I've run Blade at Speedromizer. Both times the person who was meant to run it didn't do it, so I'm happy to do it myself.
Bom, a gente vai pro setup para a próxima run. Será Conquests of the Longbow. The Longbow. The Legend of Robin Hood, né? Que será o próximo jogo. No momento do setup. VVV, bem-vindo, né? Depois vamos ter Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, Windjammers e Kirby's Dream Land. Ah, vai ter o Kirby's Dream Land. Kirby mais cedo, ó. Vai ter o Kirby's Dream Land. Momento do setup, eu vou aproveitar e fazer aquela pausa e já volto.